I like training anyway, and this right here is a real good in-depth training for all the guys. So really curious to see what the next training is going to come out to see us. But I really do appreciate this.
Well, I appreciate it. And like I said, telling you the honest truth, every single person I've ever taught in your organization really looks up to you. And the funny thing is, and you'll appreciate this, me and you as being the old guys, some of them's like, I just thought that was just dumb old school stuff that he's been telling me. He said, that gummit, and here you are telling me that's the way I'm supposed to be doing it.
Yeah, man, no doubt about it.
I hear you, brother. All right. Jamie, talk to me, brother. You got several years in this deal. How did this class meet either your expectations against what you typically had been given to you in our industry as training, and somebody that didn't have a clue sitting there trying to sell you something? What's your interpretation of the first 4-hour class?
I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot. It's a lot of things that I thought I knew that I didn't know, and just, it blew my mind. It really did. I'm looking forward to the next class now.
Right. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Jay, how about yourself?
It was great, Scott. It reinforced some of the things I'm doing right. So I know I'm doing right. A couple of things in there, definitely a few tricks I picked up. Some of your little, especially the thing about the lug-centric wheels, that centering process and the banging around. I know that's a subtlety, but that's huge. The reinflation to reset the bead. I've never done that. I've caught that myself where I'm like, oh my God, and I've aired them down and then brought them back up, but only when I notice it. And now that you mention it, it's like, all right, so I'm going to add that to make sure I do that every single time and not just when I catch it. And then a couple other little pearls in there. That GM has 26 different relearn procedures that you mentioned on TPMS. Trying to just explain that to people, because they think that it's magic to make that light go off. It's not easy to make the light go off sometimes. And that other tip about you reprogramming the sensor and doing that before you sell somebody parts that doesn't fix the problem. So that's a good one. I've made that same mistake, and I've done the same thing as you before too. I gave them away at cost after doing all that effort, and I felt bad. And I'd rather feel good about it, and so I appreciate that. So thank you.
I appreciate that, Jay. All right, Randall, finish this up, son.
Me coming in as a new person, in the tire business, it's definitely helping me understand a lot of things. So I do appreciate it. I will pass it on to the guys out in the shop, because anything helps, and you explained a lot of things that I was like, man, I need to start doing what he's doing to help my performance. So, and I'll teach him, and like I said, it's very, very, your knowledge is very helpful in this field.
I greatly appreciate that, because we have to watch out for each other. I had a student 2 years ago that after 6 months of training decided he was going to make a tire pop on the bead, and grabbed an unregulated air hose and stuck it on a valve until it popped. Well, it popped all right. The whole tire exploded, broke both wrists, and dislocated an elbow. He's lucky his face wasn't planted to the roof, and he was within an inch of leaning over too far, and it would have been, his whole face would have gone off. Okay, so and there was 5 other guys standing there that with similar, several of them had been in the same class, and no one stepped up and said no. Sometimes you just got to jump in there despite ourselves and stop something like that. He was lucky, and when the wheel hit the roof and came down, it did it in 1/15 of a second. It landed right where a tech was standing at the next tire changer, not 1 minute before that. Wow. The guy walked away from the tire changer to go put the tire on, and when the other guy came off his tire changer, it hit the roof and it landed right there next to his, which was right next to the other guy where he was standing. So keep that in mind, guys. I know it's been long. Thank you so much. Great class today. I hope you took a lot away from that, and this is part of your life going forward and taking care of everybody that you're responsible for. Okay, go get you some lunch, and I'll see you in 102 in just a few weeks. All right. Bye.